Breaking free from porn addiction with Stoic wisdom. No shaming, just solutions. Attention, this isn't your typical quit porn cold turkey rant. We're not here for judgment or scare tactics. Instead, we're cracking open the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that empowers you to take control of your desires and build a life of purpose, not just abstinence. So, you're struggling with porn addiction. You're not alone. Millions grapple with the allure of instant gratification, the endless scroll, and the feeling of being trapped in a digital rabbit hole. But before you resign yourself to a life of shame and secrecy, let's shift the perspective. Think of your mind like a garden. What you feed it, it grows. Right now, the constant influx of porn is like a weed, choking out the other, more fulfilling plants you want to cultivate. Healthy relationships, meaningful pursuits, and a sense of inner peace. Stoicism isn't about denying desire. It's about understanding it. We crave pleasure, it's in our nature. But what if we could reframe that desire, channel it into something more meaningful? Here are 4 Stoic principles that can help you reclaim control. 1. Dichotomy of control. Imagine yourself standing on a windswept beach. Waves crash against the shore, their relentless rhythm echoing the ceaseless tide of pornographic content bombarding us in the digital age. It's a torrent that threatens to sweep us away, drowning us in a sea of unrealistic expectations and hollow pleasure. But amidst the roar, a whisper arises, the voice of Stoic wisdom, offering a life raft of control and clarity. Circumstances don't control us, declared the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Our interpretation of them does. This is the crucial dichotomy we face. The endless stream of porn exists outside our control, but our reaction to it, our decision to engage, lies entirely within our power. It's a liberating truth, a shift in perspective that empowers us to break the chains of addiction and step onto the path of self-mastery. For years, I was trapped in the whirlpool of porn addiction. The easily accessible content, the seemingly endless novelty, felt like a siren song I couldn't resist. But the cost was immense: guilt, shame, and a growing disconnect from myself and my relationships. One day, I stumbled upon Epictetus's words, "Freedom is the power to choose." It was a revelation. Freedom wasn't about controlling the content, it was about controlling my response. I began practicing awareness, observing my thoughts and urges without judgment. When the pull towards porn arose, I acknowledged it, but instead of succumbing, I chose a different path: a walk in nature, a conversation with a friend, a moment of mindful meditation. Stoic practices for empowerment. The daily examine. Before sleep, reflect on your day. Identify moments where you reacted to triggers or succumbed to urges. Analyze your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This self-awareness is the first step towards change. Negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario if you give in to the urge. How will it make you feel? What will be the consequences? This powerful technique can help solidify your resolve and reinforce the negative outcomes of addiction. Focus on the virtues. Stoics emphasize cultivating virtues like courage, wisdom, and temperance. When faced with temptation, ask yourself, what would a wise person do? This shift in perspective can guide your choices towards a more fulfilling path. Addressing specific challenges. Social media. The constant barrage of unrealistic body images and sexualized content on social media platforms fuels the fire of addiction. Practice mindful browsing. Unfollow triggers and fill your feed with inspiring and uplifting content. Remember, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Loneliness. Porn often masquerades as a solution for loneliness, offering a temporary escape from isolation. But true connection comes from genuine relationships. Invest time in real-life interactions, nurture friendships, and build a supportive community around you. Remember, no man is an island, entire of himself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. John Donne. Today, commit to one small act of stoic defiance. When the urge arises, pause, take a deep breath, and choose differently. Go for a walk, read a book, call a friend. Each act of conscious control, each decision to break the cycle, is a victory. Share your experiences, your challenges, and your triumphs in the comments below. Let's create a community of support where stoic wisdom becomes a beacon against the tide of addiction, guiding each other towards a life of freedom and self-mastery. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. The wisdom of Stoicism, the guidance of your own inner strength, and the support of a like-minded community can empower you to break the chains of addiction and reclaim your life. Take one step at a time, one mindful choice at a time, and step into the light of a future where you are in control. Together, let's turn the tide on addiction and create a world where control resides within and freedom reigns supreme. 2. Virtue, not pleasure. The alluring neon glow of instant gratification casts its spell upon us all. In our hypersexualized world, bombarded with images and promises of fleeting pleasure, it's easy to forget that true happiness and fulfillment lie not in the dopamine rush of a moment, but in cultivating a life of virtue. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one thing. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. It is only after we accept this that we can begin to find peace. Pleasure, like quicksand, pulls us deeper into the mire of desires, leaving us restless and unfulfilled. Instead, Stoicism offers a path paved with the bedrock of courage, wisdom, justice, and moderation. These virtues aren't just noble ideals. They are the tools that forge an inner citadel, resilient against the seductive whispers of pornography. Consider the words of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Living virtuously becomes less about grand gestures and more about the quiet heroism of everyday choices. Choosing honesty over a white lie, practicing self-control when faced with temptation, and offering a helping hand instead of succumbing to apathy. These seemingly small acts are the bricks that build our ethical fortress. Remember, our digital age thrives on exploiting our vulnerabilities. Social media algorithms cater to our deepest desires, feeding us an endless scroll of images designed to trigger cravings. To break free, we must cultivate awareness. Practice mindfulness exercises like taking deep breaths and observing your thoughts without judgment. Notice how quickly fleeting desires arise and dissipate like wisps of smoke. As Seneca reminds us, the greatest remedy for those anxieties is to live in the present moment and to attend to what lies closest to hand. Years ago, I found myself entangled in the web of internet porn. Shame and isolation became my companions, pulling me further away from genuine connection and a meaningful life. It was only when I started to embrace Stoic principles, focusing on self-improvement and living with integrity, that I found the strength to break free. By choosing to nurture my intellect, exercise regularly, and engage in meaningful conversations, I slowly replaced the void of digital thrills with the substance of a virtuous life. Challenges are inevitable, especially in our digital landscape. Social media, with its curated feeds and unrealistic beauty standards, can fuel feelings of inadequacy and comparison. The Stoic response. Remember Marcus Aurelius's words, "Do not disturb yourself with imagining of future evils, but if anything of the kind is present, ask yourself, is there anything that I can do about it? If there is, then do it. If not, then do not worry about things that are beyond your control." Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your engagement with the online world. Unfollow accounts that trigger you, set time limits on social media, and curate your online space with content that uplifts and inspires you. Virtue is not about self-denial. It's about choosing a life aligned with your highest values. When you build your foundation on ethics and integrity, the fleeting promises of porn lose their allure. True satisfaction comes from living a life of purpose, fostering genuine connections, and contributing to something greater than yourself. Today, commit to one small act of virtue. Practice honesty in your interactions, extend kindness to someone in need, or resist the urge to indulge in mindless scrolling. Share your experience in the comments below, and let's build a community of support and accountability. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Let us walk the path of Stoicism together, building a fortress of virtue that shines brighter than any fleeting pleasure the world can offer. May the wisdom of Stoicism guide your steps and illuminate your path towards a life of true fulfillment and freedom. 3. Visualize the future. Before you click, before the dopamine rush floods your senses, before the endless scroll drowns your intentions, pause. Take a moment. This single decision, seemingly insignificant in the blink of an online lifetime, carries the weight of a future yet to be written. As the Roman Stoic Epictetus reminds us, the chief task in life is simply this: identifying and separating matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Imagine the ripples of this click cascading through the tapestry of your days. See yourself tomorrow, neck hunched over a glowing screen, the echo of empty interactions clinging to the air, or envision yourself weeks, a month from now, adrift in a sea of digital noise, your goals obscured by a haze of likes and comments. Ask yourself if what you're doing now is the same as what you should be doing when your life is about to end. Urges Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor. Would this path, paved with fleeting distractions, truly lead to the future you yearn for? Remember the aspiring artist you are, the one with dreams reaching beyond the curated squares of an Instagram feed. Picture yourself dedicating that stolen hour to the canvas, brush dancing across the white expanse, birthing a masterpiece. Or hear the whispers of the author within, yearning to translate the symphony of your soul onto the page. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Seneca implores, be one. Choose actions that echo your aspirations, not the hollow promises of instant gratification. This is not about demonizing technology or shunning the world it connects us to. It's about reclaiming your agency, wielding your attention as a conscious, deliberate sculptor of your own experiences. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one thing. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. It is only after we accept this that we can begin to find peace. Epictetus declares, identify the digital threads that bind you, the notifications that yank you from moments of quiet contemplation. Then, with a Stoic's calm resolve, sever them. Here are some practical exercises to guide you. The morning visualization. Before embarking on the digital ocean, stand on the shore and chart your course. Visualize your ideal day, devoid of unnecessary distractions, and let that vision be your compass. The 5-minute rule. Before indulging in any online activity, pause and set a timer for 5 minutes. Ask yourself, is this the highest and best use of my time? Use the answer to navigate your path. The digital detox experiment. Challenge yourself to a day, a week, even a month away from the digital vortex. Reconnect with the tangible world, the whispers of nature, the symphony of your own thoughts. Remember, this is not a solitary pilgrimage, but a journey shared by countless souls yearning for a life lived with intention. Every click you choose not to make, every moment reclaimed from the digital abyss, becomes a pebble on the path, paving the way for a future where technology amplifies our humanity, not diminishes it. Today, commit to one small act of mindfulness. Before you click, take a breath, visualize your path, and choose the future you want to create. Share your experiences, struggles, and triumphs in the comments below. Together, let us be beacons of mindful presence in a world of digital noise, proving that the most fulfilling stories are not written on screens, but etched in the grand narrative of our conscious lives. Remember, the power to cultivate a future blooming with meaning lies not in the algorithms, but in your own mindful choices. Choose wisely, my friends, and watch your life unfold into a masterpiece of authentic connection, purposeful action, and the profound joy of being present in the here and now. 4. Remember impermanence. Imagine a raging river, churning with white-capped waves, and threatening to pull you under. That's what it feels like sometimes, doesn't it? That intense urge, that craving that seems to consume every corner of your mind, threatening to sweep you away in its turbulent tide. But let's take a deep breath, step back from the raging river, and remember a fundamental truth etched in the heart of Stoicism. Nothing lasts forever, not even this feeling you're battling. As Seneca wisely penned, change is the only constant in life. The yearning you're wrestling with, the image conjured by the forbidden fruit, it's not a permanent fixture. It's a cloud passing across a vast, azure sky, a ripple in the ever-flowing stream of experience. This too shall pass, my friend. Consider the story of Marcus Aurelius himself, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. He too faced his own demons, fear, doubt, the allure of a comfortable life. Yet he wrote in his meditations, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Instead of getting swept away by the current of his anxieties, he focused on what he could control, choosing action over rumination. I vividly recall my own encounter with the river's fury. For months, I was hooked on the endless scroll of social media, feeling increasingly hollow and disconnected from the present moment. Each time I reached for my phone, a wave of excitement promised to crest, only to leave me stranded on the shores of disappointment. One morning, as I sat there staring mindlessly at the screen, Epictetus' words pierced through the fog. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one thing. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. It is only after we accept this that we can begin to find peace. That day, I chose to be the observer of the river, not its puppet. I set my phone down, stepped away from the churning flow, and reclaimed my present moment. The impermanence of cravings offers powerful tools to navigate modern challenges. In this age of instant gratification and curated feeds, where desires lurk at every corner of the digital landscape, Stoicism reminds us to loosen our grip, to detach from the seductive whispers of just one more click. Try this mindfulness exercise. 1. Identify the urge. Before acting impulsively, pause and acknowledge the desire. Where in your body do you feel it? What image or thought is driving it? 2. Observe its impermanence. Close your eyes and imagine the urge as a cloud, a wave, a flickering candle flame. Watch it rise and fall, ebb and flow, reminding yourself that it will inevitably pass. 3. Refocus on the present moment. Take a deep breath. Ground yourself in your senses. What sights, sounds, smells surround you? Notice the texture of your breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Remember, you are not at the mercy of the river's currents. You are the observer, the navigator. When the urge to indulge returns, whisper these words, echoing Marcus Aurelius' wisdom. This is a matter of indifference. Let go of the need to control the flow and trust that the river, like your desires, will eventually reach its calm, inevitable end. Take one small step today to embody this principle. Instead of mindlessly scrolling, engage in a conversation with a loved one. Replace the instant dopamine rush of a like with the slow burn of satisfaction from completing a meaningful task. Savor the richness of a real human connection over the curated perfection of a filtered image. Remember, my friend, impermanence is not a cause for despair, but a source of liberation. It reminds us that even the most powerful urges are fleeting guests, not permanent residents of our minds. Let go, breathe deep, and step into the present moment, free from the grip of desire, and open to the infinite possibilities that await. Share your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs in the comments below. Together, let us navigate the ever-changing currents of life with the grace and wisdom of Stoicism. May the ripples of your resilience inspire others to break free from the grip of impermanence and find their own tranquil shores. Remember, recovery isn't linear. There will be stumbles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But with each conscious choice, with each time you choose virtue over instant gratification, you're strengthening your mental muscle. Celebrate your victories, even the small ones. Beyond the Stoic principles, here are some practical tips. Limit screen time. Don't give the temptation a chance. Set boundaries for yourself, especially around bedtime. Find healthy outlets. Channel your energy into exercise, hobbies, social connection, or creative pursuits. Seek support. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. You don't have to fight this alone. Focus on the positive. Cultivate gratitude for the good things in your life. The more you appreciate what you have, the less you'll crave what you think you need. This journey is about reclaiming your power, not about shame. It's about building a life that's fulfilling, meaningful, and true to your values. Stoicism offers a framework, but the path is yours to walk. Take that first step, choose a different seed to plant in your garden, and watch as your life blooms with strength, resilience, and genuine satisfaction. Remember, change takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and don't give up. You have the power to break free from the digital rabbit hole and build a life that's truly yours. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, click the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload another video. Also, comment and share your thoughts about this video in the comment section. You are blessed.